Good afternoon. Today we'll talk about something a little different, that is a securitization. Securitization actually is a process of making people aware of a threat. Threat do exist in any society, anywhere in the world, in various forms. But it's very important that the people who must know that what is the threat and those who make them aware of this threat, that is the government, they are the actors for that matter. I will refer to a case that why this securitization is important and how it could be done here in Pakistan and how it has been achieved in rest of the world. That is the case of terrorism. In last 2 decades, Pakistan has suffered most in terrorism, and it has fought a war actually, and it has won, and it has really made us substantial achievement in that war. But still today, after 22 years of war fought in Afghanistan, in this region, and Pakistan, having made substantial successes, still there are doubts in the minds of the people that whether it was our war or not. And this is actually the problem of securitization, that we were unable, we mean the government and the institutions and the political elite and the academia were unable to comprehend the threat and then convey it to the public. And why it happened so? Because the media was not supportive this process of securitization. Why media was not supportive? There are certain reasons for that. The biggest reason for securitization, the hurdle in securitization in our society is the political expediencies. Our media is way more fancied with the political developments than any other things. Political discourse occupy maximum portion in our political discussions, current affairs discussions, and even in the normal discussions. And that is why today, even the biggest issue of economic instability, a fragile economy, is not the topmost agenda. We have still today the biggest agenda in our media, that is the political debates. We are not worried about the economic instability. It has to be known to everybody that the widener concept of security, it starts from political stability, then it goes down to economic stability, then comes the military stability, then societal, and then the environment or the weather changes. Actually, these are the 5 aspects of security. Unless we achieve political stability, we cannot achieve the economic stability. And political economic actually they make the foundations of the military stability. And once these 3 things are established, then the society grow itself, and then it overcome the 5th hazard, that is the climate change. We have to be very certain that political stability is only achieved once the political elite have consensus within themselves. Unless there is a consensus within political elite, economic stability cannot be achieved. And that is the reason that the threat of terrorism could not be achieved, it could not reach to the people because there was no consensus among the political elite of this country. There are no 2 things as politics different from the military. Both are, everything is the same. Unless the national narrative is focused on one issue and that issue actually is tackled by the whole nation, there is no way to success. The threat of terrorism is emanating again. It is emerging again. There are security issues in our neighboring Afghanistan. Pakistan has fought this war very well. These are the remnants of that actually residual effect, you can say, that which were resurfacing, and those have to be tackled well. But for that, it is very important that political will is in the lead. Action against anti-terror or operations or the action against terrorism is carried out in consensus with all political elite and whole of the nation. And for that, the social media and the main media support will be paramount. If we start playing on social media, the gupshup, the trolling and all that thing, then its securitization is going to be very difficult. There will be breaches in achieving the securitization, and then we will face a lot of problem in success against terrorism.